what have we got here? Well, let's start off by stating the obvious. It's not a motorcycle. What we have here is a Clarke Petrol pressure washer. Now this is an interesting one because I went for a couple of pints with my mate the other night, and I'm walking home because I'm a responsible kind of guy and I didn't take the car and walking past somebody's terribly overgrown front garden, I saw this poking out of the long grass, and obviously spotting it had an engine on it. Not knowing exactly what it was at first, I knocked on the guy's door and says, I said, that old pump, what I thought was a pump, in your front garden, do you want it? He said, nah, take it, bloody hell. So I don't know nothing about it other than I pulled it out of the long grass, and I just thought it would make a good will it run video. It probably won't, because generally you don't throw these things away, do you, if they're in perfect working order. So as you can see, this is exactly as I found it. You can see it's grass and cobwebs and what have you. I did pull the starter cord on it, I'll be fair honest with you, and it does turn over, but it doesn't feel has an awful lot of compression. But then it's a tiny little engine, how much compression should it have? The air cleaner's all missing. Yeah, I mean it cost me nothing. Feet are rotten on it, but I mean they're obtainable. The lance and the hose is available if I were able to get it going. If the engine goes and the pump's knackered, the drive for the engine comes out from the side rather than the bottom like a lawnmower engine, so it does lend itself to being a go-kart engine or something. Let's have a look at the oil. Has it got any? Yeah, full of oil. I'll sure if I'm able to get it going, I will change that out with some cheap shite that I've got. I won't put the good stuff in it because I'm too mean. Yeah, so it's interesting. Let's see why it was thrown away more than anything, and whether there's any hope of getting it going. We're going to start proceedings off by giving it a damn good blow over, see if we can get rid of these cobwebs and shit. That'll do for now. It's going to want a proper clean up later, but if we don't get it going I won't bother. Right, starting with the obvious. Has it got a spark? Where the fuck is it? Where's round here? Oh Jesus, that's not been off. That's not been off in a while. Oh, we need a cap for this spark plug. It's one of these bigger ones. Have I got one? Got. Heebie-jeebies and the spiders and the spiders' webs. Hey, you'd love this one, Charlie. It's full of them. Spiders everywhere. Let's get you guys around the other side. bigger. I did have a look online actually, and they still sell these. $259.99. What fucking size is that then? This is going to be a 1-hour video on how to remove a spark plug. That's tight all the way. Got it? Gotcha. Right. Spark plug actually looks new. Newish anyway. Has a little bit run on the end. Right. I'm not going to be so lucky that we've got a spark, I can pretty much guarantee that. Where is it? Oh, it's here. Hang on, let me get a cloth. I don't want to be zapped. Believe it or not, there's a spark. You know what that means, don't you? We're going to dribble a bit of fuel down the end. See if we can get it to momentarily run. Let me get it back here. So, yeah, we're got my sewing machine oiler bottle, a bit of petrol in it. Good old dousing down there. And this, of course, that is the reason why it was binned off. No, it's going in now, I think. I'm not even going to do that up super tight. Right. Will it run? I'm running the pump dry here, which is not a good idea. I'll take it off, but this is only going to be momentarily, so hopefully it won't do no damage if it's not already fucked. Nothing. Right. I think the next thing we should probably do is a compression check. I don't know what these should have, but if it's anything over, well, I say 80, I would expect it to run, however rough. Right, I'll grab my compression checker. What do you reckon, guys? I reckon this is going to be the reason why it was binned off. No compression. It didn't feel like it had a lot of compression, I'll be honest with you, when I was initially doing it. Okay, well, I don't know if you can see that, but let's go for it. See what we got. If anything. What's that? 30 psi. And there There is our problem. Now what I'm going to do next, back here again, I'm going to squirt a bit of oil down in the bore. This is just engine oil, and this should bring the compression up in theory. There's a fair old bit gone in there. So we probably now know why it was binned off. It stopped working, obviously, didn't it? Because of low compression, they probably couldn't start it, so binned it off. Now I would expect that compression to come back up because the oil seals the rings just momentarily. So see what it does now. So there you go, look, 75. So that, I'm guessing, is our problem. Rings are gone, no compression. I'm just going to try it one more time with the old fuel bottle, see if I can get it to momentarily fire off. There's so much shite going into this this bore now. It's possible that the rings are stuck through standing, and a bit of oil and a bit of movement can unstick them and bring the compression back. Probably not, but one can live in hope. And like I said, this was free, so I'm not in, it's not as if I'm losing anything. Right. Broke the handle here, so not even trying. There you go. It was a bit of fun, wasn't it? Anyway, I might go further with it. Might strip it down and see what's inside and have a tinker. But yeah, there we go. Someone threw it away because there's no compression. Job's a good one. Cheers. And I'm back. I'm not quite going to give up on this, guys, yet. What I want to do is pull this pull cord off, and then see if I can get a power tool on it to spin the crank. See if we can get anything out of it that way. So which way does that go? So it spins that way. Right. What have we got to lose, eh? Apart from nothing. We'll try the impact wrench, that should turn it. what size we got. Here we go. No, that's not really gonna cut the mustard, is it? Let me turn you off for a second, guys. I'm going to try and get a power drill set up. Right, let's try with an electric drill. That's actually trying to fire. Right, let me do the old fuel in the plug hole thing again. I reckon we're going to get this to fire. If we do get it to fire and run, we'll do a compression check again. I'll bet you it's come up. Good old dose of fuel. Okay, that's in. Plug cap on. Let's go again. There's smoke coming out the exhaust, so I know it's firing. I'm going again. Something's telling me that this can or should run. Probably too much. Let's nip it up this time. There we go. Not that that'll make a difference. Now watch. Just about here, and you'll see, if it picks it up, you'll see smoke coming out. Hang on. My bodged up adapters let go. Try that. No, it's not even trying now. Right, let me have a tinker, and if I get any joy, I'll come back. Yeah, you ain't going to believe this, but I turned the camera off, cleaned the plug, tried it again, and that just fired right up. I'm going to try and make it do it again for the camera, but for fuck's sake, that wouldn't start with you guys watching. The minute I turned the camera off it went again. The only thing I've done off camera is I've took the exhaust shield off, just to make it a little bit easier to get the plug in and out. So I'm going to do exactly what I just did again. Plug cap on. Right, do it for the audience this time. Come on. She's a runner. She's a runner. Right, next job, which I'm going to do off camera, because it's not that interesting. I'm going to take the carb off for a clean, and as I've just said, I don't know if that pump's fucked or not already, but running it with no water going through it will fuck it. So I'm going to take that off for now, and we're just going to work on the engine alone, trying to get that going. So hopefully next time you guys see me and see this, it'll be to try and fire it up, having cleaned the carb. Have a look in that fuel tank as well, see if that's salvageable. Let's have a look now. It's got some sort of filter affair in it. Yeah, it's a bit cruddy, but not beyond cleaning. So yeah, that's going to be the next thing. We're going to try and get that running on its own fuel supply. Right, see you soon. Okay, we have had a very rudimentary clean of the carb, and I mean rudimentary because I've run out of carb cleaner and the ultrasonic cleaner's knackered. So basically all I cleaned was brushing the shit away and blowing it out with air. Anyway, I've done that. I've put fuel, cleaned the fuel tank out, put fuel in that, fresh fuel, just turned the fuel on. Doesn't appear to be any leaking. So we are going to go for a fire up, see she'll go. Fingers crossed. She's only running on choke, I think. Let's try it again. she's smoking a bit. That could have a lot to do with the fact that I put oil down the bore and the fact that she's running on choke. It will only run on choke. So, carb's obviously going to need more work, although to be honest with you, a new one's probably not a fortune. Quite irritatingly, I've lost the, I don't know how I've done it, but I took the pump off, as you can see, and I've lost the woodruff key. I just don't know how I've done that. Hunted everywhere for it, in the grass and everywhere, but yeah, anyway, she's a runner. Needs some work, obviously. Whether it will get that work or not, I don't know. The idea was, can we get it running? We did. Right, I'm going to leave it there for the time being. If I do anything else, I'll bring you back. Thanks for watching. And final one, running perfectly without choke. Right, next thing I want to do with that is see if I can get the pump going. That's probably what's wrong with it. I don't know. But I've lost the woodruff key, which is irritating. But yeah, we'll done a little bit today, but we'll try and get the pump going. But that's running sweet. Cheers.